Hello friends, this is Robert West. Welcome back to the show. In this video, we're going to talk about should the government bail out farmers? Before we start, just want to thank all the new viewers and subscribers to the YouTube channel. Really appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Doesn't cost anything. All right, let's get into this. So, should the farmers get a bailout? It's a very interesting question. Trump's policy, as many people got to hear it during his campaign for his run for the presidency again, he told everybody and anybody about he's going to tariff all these different things. Now, go back to his first term as president. He did the same thing, and he had to bail out farmers before because of it. Now, if farmers were stupid enough, and I mean stupid enough, to vote for this guy again, and he created the policy that caused you harm in running your farm, I don't think you should get a bailout. I think you should learn a very, very, very expensive lesson for you and your family. Make your vote count. Stop voting against your own interests. Because that's what you did, guys. That's what you did. You voted against your own interests. The guy crashed, especially if you see the thumbnail. Just to let you know, that's a soybean crop. That's the crop that China has not bought 1 penny worth of soybeans. Not 1 penny. Because of Trump's policies. He wanted a trade war. He got a trade war. And now he's harmed all these farmers. But here's the thing. He told you he was going to do this. He did it previously. So what did you guys think? Did you guys think you were going to need another bailout? Is that what you thought? You tell me. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't vote for the guy if I got paid to vote for the guy. I mean, this guy doesn't know how to run anything. There's a reason why he runs his businesses into the ground. He spends like a fool. He's not in any way concerned with the money he spends. He's spending money like a drunken sailor on a Friday night. That's what he does, especially when it's not his money. When it's his money, he doesn't want to spend a penny of it. When it's your money, he'll spend all of it. And then he'll spend more and ask for more. That's what he's doing with the military budget. That's what he's doing with ICE. That's what he's doing with spending a couple $100 million on a ballroom at the White House, spending $30 million to pave over a rose garden that was around for 100 years. That's who the guy is. He's a taxer. He's a tax and spender. The label that Democrats have gone over the years, he's exactly that. What do you think all these tariffs are? They're taxes. They're not taxes on foreign governments. They're not taxes on foreign businesses. They're taxes on American buyers, American importers. And they're passed along to American consumers. That's what they are. So, while I can empathize with the farmers, at the same time, if you vote for somebody to do what he was going to do, and now you want a bailout, I'm sorry, I wouldn't give you a bailout. I think, you know what? You probably need to go bankrupt and do something else. And then some big company is going to come in, buy your land cheap, and Maybe they'll be a little bit wiser next time around, or maybe not. Who knows? But you can't expect everybody to bail you out when you knew what the guy was going to do, because he did it before. This was not a surprise. There's no shock to it. You know, I was listening to a program the other day, and there was a farmer on, and he said, I don't need a bailout. I need a market. It's true. He needs a market where he can sell his products. Unfortunately, the president has destroyed the market. Argentina is selling those soybeans now, not the United States. There's a tariff on the soybeans. So there's an extra 20%. So no matter what, if you sell soybeans to China, for example, Chinese importers will have to pay an additional 20%. Well, Argentina's soybeans, they're not paying 20%, or any other country's soybeans are not paying 20% extra. So of course, why are they going to spend 20% more for the soybeans? They're not going to. That's the whole point of it. But when you create a trade war, this is the kind of things that happen. And a lot of these smaller farmers, they just don't have the reserves. They do not have the reserves. And if this was the first time around, I would probably give him the bailout. But this isn't the first time around. We saw what he did in his first presidency. This is what he did. There is no reason to not expect him to do it again. So, and what did he do? He made it bad for everybody. He created trade problems with everybody. Canada, Mexico, India, Japan, South Korea, the European Union, all of it. All of it. That's how this guy rolls. He just taxes the hell out of you, and he spends like a drunken sailor. That's what this man did. So, bail out the farmers? No, sorry. You know, unfortunately, you know what? You gambled and you lost. And you knew the answer to the questions ahead of time because you got to see it the first time around. So if you want to vote against your own interest, that's up to you. You're entitled to vote for anybody you want. But don't expect your fellow Americans to bail you out, because a lot of us do not want to do it. He created the situation that ruined the market for you, but he did it the first time around too. And he had to bail you guys out the first time. So you knew that's what he was going to do. He talked about it extensively, but he loves tariffs. They're so great. He's just a tax and spender. Everything that you used to claim the Democrats were, this man is. He can't run anything well. He doesn't know how to run anything well. Everything's a freaking disaster with this guy. He's not organized. That's who he is. You don't run casinos into the ground. Casinos are like a license to print money when you run them properly. This man bankrupted several casinos. How is that possible? Well, when you overspend, that's exactly how it's possible, because that's what this guy does. When it's somebody else's money, he spends like a drunken sailor. It's just the way it is. So, no, I don't think I would give you a bailout. Matter of fact, I know I would not give you a bailout. I wouldn't give you loans, and I certainly wouldn't just give you money. But, you know, unfortunately, some people have to learn the hard way. And now you guys are going to learn the hard way. I wouldn't, if I was in Congress, I wouldn't vote for it. Nope. Not because I think you're bad people, but I think you had the answer to the test and you just ignored it. Oh, it's going to be great. He's so great. Is he great? Is this guy great? No, he's not great. He's probably the worst president in modern history, if not in all of American history. Because as many people that like this guy, there's more that dislike this guy. They dislike his policies. Forget about his personality. His personality is horrible, but his policies are terrible. He doesn't know how to get along with other countries. He wants to be a mob boss and dictate to other people. He doesn't want to negotiate anything. And then when they don't go his way, he wants to punish you. This is not a guy who treats his friends well. He treats his enemies pretty good, and treats his friends like dirt. That's who the guy is. So, all right, friends, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed yet to the YouTube channel, please consider doing so. It doesn't cost anything. See you in the next video, guys.